Hey, how are you? Hope you had a good weekend. I know for some of us, especially us in the Northeast and the Midwest, had a tough time with the Canadian wildfires, the impact of the air quality and smoke. I'm really glad that it's clearing in New York. Shout out to New York for sending support. A lot of us ended up staying inside because the air quality wasn't that good. And so I tried to take the time since we were inside in the summer and trying not to be bitter about it to rest and read and reflect. And then yesterday, I watched the World Cup. So, unless you're under a rock, you did not see that Spain won the World Cup. Or should I say, unless you were under a rock, Spain won the World Cup. Felicitaciones, España. I spent a considerable amount of time in Spain last summer, in Madrid to be specific, and truly enjoyed my time. Black women, we have our own Facebook groups about where we can travel abroad that's safe. And I felt very safe and very warm and very welcomed in Madrid. I did not feel uncomfortable at all. And I really appreciated that. I cannot say that for everywhere I've been. And I cannot say that for everywhere I've been in Spain, which we'll talk about another day. We should do a conversation about traveling abroad while black. But I did not experience that in Madrid. And truthfully, I would go back to Madrid next month if I could. But it's an election year, so we already know I can't go back to Madrid. But I will see them next year. So I think what's important is like the start of the week, there was a whole lot of symbolism around this win, right? Unless you were from Argentina or Argentinian, you probably were rooting for Spain. There was a lot of symbolism. I saw some funny posts about Latinos who were saying, it's bad when we're cheering for our colonizer against Latin America. Argentina, unfortunately, has a very racist history. I studied Spanish since I was in middle school. I minored in it in college. I always wanted to go to Argentina because I loved that it had a mixing of cultures there and it was very different than the rest of South America. But as I got older and I learned and really learned actually this week about or last week about Argentina's racist history in getting rid of the black people that were there, between sending them off to war, using them as literal weapons, pushing them out to Brazil. There's a lot there. And so when did some research and I saw a lot of black people who went to Argentina who said that they did not feel comfortable there at all and experienced extreme racism. So there was a solidarity, I think, around people of color with yesterday's win, and celebrating Spain, because it also felt like, those who are progressive, given Spain's culture now, they're, very progressive in their government and their country, supporting and backing them. So it was a great win to see. As y'all know, I'm a big football fan, not necessarily soccer fan, because in the US, we're just weird like that, right? And that could also be like racist. So I actually started to really like soccer when I went to Spain because there was not one day last summer that games were not on in Spain. Like it was awesome. Like there was always a game on. So I just kind of was like, okay, I get it. Um, and I went to my first soccer game here for the DC Spirit, the women's soccer team, this past spring, and that was awesome. It's also like way better live if you haven't gone. So I think that it said a lot in that, and I've seen a lot of think pieces and posts around it, and you can probably scroll and all, but I'm giving you the Cliff Notes version. And essentially, a lot of us felt victorious. Now, speaking of victorious, what was y'all's president doing in that picture? Why are you photobombing? Oh my gosh. I had watched them win and then I turned to stream something else because I was inside, so I wanted to stream. And my friend who we were texting throughout the game, she sent me the picture of him and I was like, "Is this AI?" Like I genuinely thought it was AI. And she was like, "Nope, I'm watching this live." Excuse me? Get out of the photo. How are you like America first? No immigrants. Y'all can't come here, but then you're rolling up in another country's victory shot. Like, what is wrong with you? And then one of them was making fun of him doing his dance. I hollered. I couldn't believe he did that. Like, this is like that saying back in the day, whose man's is this? Spain, I promise we didn't. So many of us did not choose this at all. It made no sense. How embarrassing. Like, just like truly embarrassing. I was like, this is so embarrassing. Like, why? Why, sir? Why? So, oh goodness. I just hope this is an indicator that this will be a good week. We're wrapping up to the end of July, which is crazy in itself. Summer will is not over yet. I refuse to say that. We have until September. But I really hope that was an indicator that we're gonna have a good week. So look forward to talking to you all soon. We will continue our Love Island series when they do I have one more round and we'll do that and then we'll do the reunion. But that was the news of the week. Take care. Or for me, take care. Have a good one.